like, comment, and share our videos. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and remember to hit on the notification bell below for more updates. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You're welcome to another episode of the Cover Up Show, the show designed to demystify the personality of the Muslim woman, giving her a voice and celebrating her. Welcome to a different scenery. We are coming to you from Kumasi, specifically Asonkore, on the Obuasi road within the Obuasi municipality. We're here to have a very interesting conversation, as always, very educational and entertaining. As you're going to love our personality for today. But before we go on, let me give you our quote for today. And of his signs is that he created for you from yourselves mates, that you may find tranquility in them, and he placed between you affection and mercy. Indeed, in that are signs for those who give thought, or those who reflect. Today our conversation, you can guess. But before we go on, we would like to say thank you for continuing to like our page and following us on Facebook. Continue to do that. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the notification button for future updates. We are most grateful for your comments and for liking our videos. Today we have a very special person in our midst, Mr. Alhaj Ahmed Kwame Boakye. He's a retired educationist and he's been into this business of marriage for a long time, and we are here to get some words of wisdom, and of course we'll definitely get the humor and the fun part of marriage. Mr. Ahmed Kwame Boakye, you're welcome to Cover Up Show.
Thank you very much.
It's truly an honor to have you in our midst, and I've been meaning to have this conversation with you in a long while. And Alhamdulillah, today Allah has given us such an opportunity. Let's get right into our conversation. When we say marriage, what is marriage?
Marriage, it depends upon the people involved. In the Akan tradition, or African tradition, marriage is between two families or families. The family of the lady and the family of the gentleman. It is the only legal means of procreation. Otherwise, if there's the natural thing, the traditional things, traditional ceremonies are not performed, there can never be a marriage.
Okay.
A man and a woman can stay for 90 years. But if those traditional things are not achieved, it cannot be called a marriage. It is still a concubinage.
A concubinage?
Yes, in a kind tradition.
And Panatre?
Yes, in Panatre. But in the Islamic concept, where we belong, marriage is a relationship, and it is an institution sanctioned by God, according to the Quran and the Hadith, that every Muslim, every normal Muslim, adult normal Muslim, is expected to undertake.
Okay.
And even if there's anybody who does not want to marry, whilst the person is normal, matured, and has the means, it is considered that the person does not belong to the society created by Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Inshallah. So if I got what you said, marriage is a union. Marriage can also be seen as an institution.
Yes, marriage is an institution, but when the two people who are enacting the ceremony, then they are being united.
Okay.
So that's why it becomes a union. But marriage is an institution which must be performed by every normal adult Muslim.
Mashallah. Then we live in a different kind of world today, and just as you were you during your deliberation earlier, you mentioned cohabitation or concubinage. We seem to have that a lot, and we have this our customary laws and whatnot that in a way is almost like sanctioning it or recognizing it, or there's still some aspect of tradition that should even be recognized before.
Okay, life is dynamic. It changes from time to time according to the environment, new inventions, and so on and so forth. New ideas come in, and then interactions between different cultures. So acculturation can also modify the mode.
We live in an era where we have legal enactments, and you describe a cohabitation relationship as not being regarded as married per even the Akan tradition. But now we are having laws that are coming in that are almost sort of sanctioning some of these relationships, that if you stay with someone, you can have children. If you have the children with the person, or even in a relationship, you can even claim part of the person's estates and what have you. What are your thoughts on that?
You see, marriage has also been migrating from culture to culture and from age to age.
Yeah.
And the pre-Islamic state of Arabia and other parts of the world, in the real beginning there were no laws. It was just the relationship between a man and a woman. But as societies developed and had their own laws and regulations, then they had to abide by the laws and regulations, rules and regulations of the societies involved. And that is how people started developing the institution, and that institution, then the union can be formed between two people or two tribes or two families. That's how the marriage started. But in our kind of society, if you somebody or some people marry and the man does not perform the traditional rites of the woman, then it's not a marriage. They are concubines. I'll give a typical example. My uncle, who has just died, is now in the morgue. The first daughter has married a person, and for the past 25 years or so, he has been hitting that the man should come and perform the rites. Yes. The man has refused. Now he then made a rule that when he dies, that man must not be allowed to come there because he has stolen a daughter.
Exactly. that brings
so doesn't consider it as a marriage.
That brings in the legal aspect of the institution.
Yes.
So marriage should be also seen as a contract, sort of an agreement, because it's like someone is making an offer, someone is also accepting it.
Yes.
And it should come with some compensation. That's when the mahar comes in.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yes. That's it. In the case I'm referring to, the mahar has not come in. And on several occasions, even there was a time, I understand, he promised to come, he fixed a date. They made an arrangement waiting for him and his people, and they never attended the meeting. So to the man who is now dead, the daughter is not married. You
so
see,
in that sense, then consummation,
it has not been consumed. It is only the rites when they are being performed that the consummation comes in. And if they have not been performed,
those are all illegal.
They are all illegal things. They are all illegal things.
Then in that case, our generation has a real problem, because we have people living together, almost as husband and wives.
Yes, I know.
And nothing has happened. And it's as if their mind hasn't been drawn to that aspect.
Their minds have been drawn to. They don't care. because of acculturation. They are getting different ideas from different places. The environmental influence is going. You see, even the way we name children today is quite different. Formerly in Akan society, we used to count. PSA, Menu, Mansa, Anani, and so on. Up to, I know, up to 14th.
Wow, that's a long way to go.
Okay. Apart from that, they were named after ancestors, living and dead. The senior people or people who have done you good. You name your child after those people. And I give an example. Your brother Ahmed, his name Kwesi Adade, after Openi Kwesi Adade. And your last boy, Abdullahi, is also named after Mr. T.A. Boateng. So he's Abdullahi Boateng. So you can name your children like that. Okay, if you enter to a certain family in Akan, especially, you can also trace the ancestors through the names of their children. So it is time we draw attention of the youth to legalities. You see, when there's any problem, there you see the actual intricacies of what you are doing. For example, there are some people who are dead. Their properties cannot be shared now because of certain cases. And marriage rights may be part of it. So we need to educate our people. The Muslims must plan and educate the youth, the Hudam, the young Lajna, and even from their infants to know the right thing to do. Otherwise, we shall reach a time where it will be free for all.
Could it be that the whole concept of marriage, our kind of generation don't really understand it?
No, the point is that nowadays nobody fears God.
Taqwa.
No taqwa. When they are reading the enactment ceremony, at the enactment ceremony, the Imam hammers on taqwa. But people don't use the taqwa now. That's the problem.
How do we get the taqwa back? How do we revive the fear of Allah into the institution of marriage?
Education. And it must start from their youth, when they are young.
So the concept of marriage should be introduced early to the child.
It depends upon how you introduce it. If the word taqwa is introduced to the child, and that the person, whatever he or she does, he must bear in mind that God is watching. But you cannot introduce marriage life to a very small child.
It wouldn't make sense.
Even though I myself, I was introduced to it between the ages of 4 and 7 by my great-grandfather.
Not early.
That's why at 13 I was able to settle marital
disputes.
You see the point? But nowadays, even the children are not interested in these things. They are interested in the television, the video, the music that is going on.
Does religion play a certain role in us neglecting our culture? And you see, it's as if like, when you adapt into the religion, you depart from your origins. You take on a new name, you take on new persona, and you forget about what is in the past. But I was of the opinion that maybe religion should be able to blend the good aspects of your culture with the new faith that you have.
I think you can infer this from my life. I'm a traditionalist, a Christian, or a Muslim. You see, it's because I have been trained traditionally, and I've studied the Christian religion, I've studied Islamic religion, and I combine the three. Okay?
Yeah.
So I see some good things in the traditional religion.
Sure.
I wrote an essay for my professor, the late Professor Dixon of Legon, and he marveled. Libation. We call it libation. It's a prayer. Libation is a prayer. That's the way they pray. You may not go according to your own beliefs, but that is the way they pray. So if you take the libation, I took libation, the Lord's Prayer, and Al-Fatiha to write an essay for him. He called me for about 3 hours. We were sitting and discussing. You see the point? So if we can sift the good aspects of our traditional society and some aspects of our new religion, okay, or we combine the good things from our traditional religion with the good things we know in our religion, new religion, then we move forward. Otherwise, we can neglect everything. I'm a Muslim, but I don't eat chapati.
Yeah.
I eat fufu.
Yes.
Then I don't dress like an Indian.
You wear your traditional clothes.
I wear my traditional clothes. Sometimes. It depends upon the occasion. So I think we must be educated. Our children must be educated to know the right thing to do at the right time and the right place to the right people. People are confused now.
Very.
Even names. Just look at what is happening. A woman gives birth to a child. Traditionally, it is the man who must give the name. The woman names the child Cynthia.
Or after Mexican soap opera. Characters in a soap opera. La Superdora.
You see the point?
Yeah.
They name their children after actors and actresses in their films they watch.
I think, like I said, it's the concept. Because if you understand marriage as an institution, then you appreciate the depths that marriage has in a society. It's not just like seeing it as two people coming, two family coming. It's like an institution where traditions are kept, history is kept. Marriage is like it's a repository of knowledge that's supposed to preserve for the next generation.
For the next generation.
Mashallah.
You are right. What is wrong now is that we are throwing away almost everything concerning our culture. I have attended so many ceremonies, Christian, Muslim, traditional. Basically, they have only one aim: to unite the people. But the education they give to people now, the so-called counseling, even at the ceremony, some of the speeches made by the imams and pastors and reverend ministers are not good. They seem to tell people that our background is backward. So now take a new leaf. No, there are so many good things in our culture.
Titi will be chere.
Titi will be trampa.
It will be ka.
But they throw away many things, and within 5 years, 10 years,
you're back to square zero.
The marriage goes bad.
Divorce.
Divorce.
The African man is indeed lost in his own web.
The African man is lost indeed. But I think all that has gone bad can be rectified.
Inshallah.
If we are serious. It can even be our political leaders and our cultural leaders, such as the chiefs. What are they doing?
Maybe because religion sort of draw a line. It's like it's a no-go area. You don't cross. It doesn't leverage. It doesn't bring on board.
Because we were brainwashed. The white man brainwashed us. Okay? And to some extent, even in Islam, we are brainwashed.
Yes, it has its own history of.
But if we are to combine, see the right in this one and right in this one, then we throw away the chaps.
Because certain cultures that are not ours has also find its own way into
If you go to some Muslim areas in West Africa, what they practice as Islamic marriage, it's not Islamic marriage at all.
Yes.
Their own cultural, norms. And that is why some women are treated as if they are slaves. I read a certain book some time ago, a British judge gotten the book and the man, and he said if the Muslim woman decide to demand her rights, no man can marry her.
Yes, I've seen that quote.
They have rights, but the people don't give them the chance to speak.
This it's as if from the beginning there's already some confusion, and in a way it will follow into
the Islamic concept. The true teachings of the Prophet are almost lost. It's the media which is correcting. Many things have gone bad in the Islamic teachings because of improper education or miseducation. So, have you seen the Council of Ulama meeting to discuss our problems, our marriage, our children who are going wayward, and so on and so forth? They don't.
Sometimes
people are interested in the ceremonies.
And the things that they'll be buying.
Nikah, what they call
Walima
and the walima and so on and so forth.
Everything then ends there.
The funeral. But Islam has got everything better than any other group in this world.
Inshallah.
So I think it's time for us, for the youth of the Muslims on the Ahmadiyya, to get ready and do something to ratify the misdeeds which are going on.
MashaAllah. It's time that we do something to rectify the misdeeds that is going on. Indeed, we are grateful. This is all time will allow us for now. We'll continue again. We'll have to bring a part 2 of this conversation, definitely. Mr. Alhaj Ahmed Kwamboache, we are grateful for your time and for sharing this wisdom with us. We've indeed learned, our culture, how to marry it into our new faith, and how to be the African Muslim that we truly are. We'll be looking at marriage as a union or an institution, and it indeed our resource person has really delved into it, and our minds are really open, and our eyes are also open to see the little mistakes that we have been making, even right from the word go in terms of marriage. We are indeed grateful for this education. Join us again, same time, same place. It has been Cover Up Show, the show designed to demystify the personality of the Muslim woman, giving her a voice and celebrating her. I'm Rahmat Wasim, your host. Continue to like, comment, and share our videos. Join us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Remember to hit the notification button for future updates. Jazakumullah. May Allah be with us all.